Jack stepped off his shuttle and into the chaos of Kale's compound, greeted by a nervous Kale darting around like a malfunctioning android. "They're scheming, Jax," Kale hissed, dragging him inside. "The Volarks! Winged menaces, every last one of them!" Hi to you too," Jax said, prying Kale's hand off his jacket. "What's the problem?" "The problem? They're demanding things. Rights, pay, nonsense, and I've no idea why. I don't even know what they do." Jax rubbed his temples. "All right, I'll talk to them. But if this turns out to be one of your paranoid episodes," Kale shooed him out. "Fine, go, but don't trust them. They'll probably try to eat you." At the canyon's edge, Jax called out to the Volarks perched on rocky outcrops, their colorful wings shimmering in the sunlight. "Oh, a human who talks," said Volarks, hopping closer. "Rare. Usually you lot prefer shouting or shooting." "Right," Jax said. "Your demands, what are they?" "Fair pay, respect, the usual," Volarks replied, striking a dramatic pose. "For what?" Volarks blinked. Gary, remind me. What do we do again?" "No idea," Gary said, munching on a beetle. "I've been on strike my whole life. Pretty sure it's tradition. Point is," Volarks continued, "Kale must meet our terms or suffer the consequences." "Which are?" "Striking, eternally." Back at the compound, Kale paced furiously. "Pay them? For nothing? Ridiculous!" Kyle fumed. "Fine, I'll negotiate, but only with their leader." Jax returned to the Volarks. "Leader?" Volarks said, cocking his head. "We don't do that. Leadership's so linear." "Well, Kale insists," Jax said. Volarks' wings fluttered with excitement. "We could elect one, through the ancient rite of gliding, a competition to see who glides the prettiest." "That's ridiculous," Jax said flatly. Volarks grinned. "It's tradition." The gliding competition was set. Volarks soared through the canyon with grace and flair, performing twists and flips around jagged obstacles. But not everyone was thrilled. "This is a farce," Crick sneered at Jax. "Humans are spineless manipulators. You'll sabotage us the moment it suits you." "Crick's is trouble," Volarks whispered to Jax, gesturing toward a darkly iridescent Volark glaring from the sidelines. "Crick's is against peace. You wouldn't mind making sure he doesn't win?" "What are you suggesting?" Jax asked warily. "A little adjustment to the course. Nothing dangerous. Just a nudge." Reluctantly, Jax shifted an obstacle, thinking it would only throw Crix off his rhythm. When Crix's turn came, he launched with a powerful leap, speeding through the air until he hit the sabotaged obstacle and spiraled downward. His wings flapped frantically, but he couldn't recover. He crashed into the canyon floor with a sickening thud. "Crix is dead," Volarks announced, brushing dust off his wings. Jax's jaw dropped. "What? He had wings." Volarks shrugged. "Couldn't fly. Tragic, isn't it? Politics, eh? You're telling me I sabotaged the course for someone who didn't know how to fly?" Volarks interrupted. "Though I admit, his inability to fly did expedite matters. Honestly, Jax, you humans worry too much." "Worry too much? I'm an accomplice to murder. Volark slaughter at best," Volarks said, patting Jax's shoulder with a wing. "Now let's focus on the positives," Volarks said nonchalantly. "Anyway, Zilia's up next." Zelia, a golden-pink Volark, won the competition with a graceful dive and a shimmering glide. With a new leader in place, negotiations resumed. "You're offering what?" Kale squinted at Jax when he returned with the deal. "Pest control," Jax explained. "The Volarks will eat the pests plaguing your crops in exchange for oranges. They love oranges." "Oranges?" Kyle muttered. "Fine. Whatever gets rid of them." As the Volarks celebrated their newfound treaty with Kyle, Jax packed his bag, ready to leave the planet. "You're leaving already?" Volarks called, tossing a beetle into his mouth. "The politics just got interesting. With you and me, we could rule this place." "I've had enough of winged diplomacy," Jax said, boarding his shuttle. "Coward!" Volarks laughed. "But wise. Fly safe. Oh, wait, you can't."